What's up, you guys? I'm Landon Dallasing, and we're talking about this shocking images that was seen all over the internet about this guy who has like half a head for you guys here on IO. So this is 24-year-old Elvis Lingurar. He's a Romanian man who's been walking around for the past year with his head like indented. It has a huge dent in it. His skull was crushed during a work accident. He works as a construction worker, and one day when he was on the site, he lost his balance and fell. He fell off the scaffold and just hit his head on the cement below. The fall just shattered his left side of his skull. He was quickly rushed to the hospital where doctors had to perform life-saving operation. Because of the severity to his skull and it was just all shattered, they actually had to remove it, and if they didn't, he would have died. Just looking at these pictures right here, it's just absolutely crazy how he's still living and walking around for the past year with a big part of his head removed. When this happened, he spent several days in a coma because he was just in shock. And while he was in a coma, doctors was still fighting to save this guy's life. When Elvis woke up, he didn't realize like the extent of his damages, so when he took off the bandages off of his head, he was totally shocked. He was probably looking at the mirror and saying, "Holy crap, like what just happened?" The only thing right now that's protecting his brain on the left side of his head is a small layer of skin, which is so brutal because any trauma to the head, even the slightest, he can have severe brain damage. Elvis could undergo surgery to have a prosthetic skull inserted in his head, but it costs too much and he cannot afford it. But after a year, finally he was able to afford it, put the prosthetic into his head so he just looks normal again. And most importantly, his brain is now protected. I'm not really sure why surgeons and doctors allowed this man to walk around for a whole year like that. I mean, like, come on, look how much people are paying for like healthcare. And you're telling me that we couldn't afford to give this guy a prosthetic in his head? We have people in the UK using the NHS to get free boob implants. I don't know if you guys remember Jose Cunningham, but she complained that she was in emotional distress because her boobs were way too small. And the government in the UK said, you know what? Here's all this money, go get a boob implant. So crazy. Take that money from this girl and give it to people like this. But I don't know, what do you guys think? Anyways guys, I'm Landon Dallas saying thanks for watching.